Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everyone had a great holiday. I had a good holiday. I was sick a bit before, but I think everybody seems like a lot of people had a little cold or sore throat or something. But I'm all better now, and I did enjoy my holidays. Today starts the brand new mini catalog with January to April. This is it. I sent them to everyone who has spent $50 or more in the last year. So if you haven't gotten it, you should be getting it any day. Okay, so this is my first project through it. I'm using the Bee My Valentine stamp set and punch, which punches out the pieces of the bee. And I'm using these new dies. These are called the Everyday Details dies. There is a stamp set that goes with this too, but I'm not using that today. And these are the dies. All right, I really like them. This circle here is cut from this one right here that's in the middle. All right, I also use the Stylish Shapes dies for the inside window. All right, first the box is 3 by 3 by 1, and it opens like this. You open it up, and there is a window here with, so you can see my cute sweetheart. These are actually erasers. I got these from the Dollar Spot at Target. But you can put the regular sweetheart candies. My kids don't like the regular sweethearts. They taste too chalky for them. They like the Sweet Tarts ones. So those are the ones I usually get. All right. So this is my new host code for the new catalog. Please put this in on any orders under $150, not including your shipping and tax, and I will send you a little gift. All right. So what we need for this project is basic white for stamping. We need a piece of pool party cardstock that is 11 by 5. I cut this circle, which is 2 3/8 diameter. This is using the Everyday Details dies, and all of the DSP is from Be Mine Designer Series paper, which I could show you. It's very cute. Ones I used, but it's a very cute pack. I love that gingham there. Love the flowers and the stripes, and then there's a little honeycomb. Alrighty, so we need 3 pieces, 2 of this pattern and 1 of this, that are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. All right. And then we need 4 that are 3/4 by 2 3/4. I need just a little piece of pool party for the sentiment, and then I told you about that already. We're going to be cutting out this window with the Stylish Shapes dies. It is 2 1/8. This is 2 3/8. This one's 2 1/8. Alrighty. All right. Let me get my Simply Scored. And we're going to start on the 11-inch side, and you're going to score on 3, 4, 7, and 8. Turn it to the 5-inch side and score at 1 and at 4. Right, now I'm just going to fold and burnish all of the score lines. Okay, so now we're going to put it this way, and this side and this side are exactly the same. So whichever side you start at, we're going to go to the first score line and cut it to the second score line. Get rid of this rectangle and wedge the square. Okay, go to the next score line and cut it to the second score line. take off that rectangle and wedge both sides of the square. Okay, now turn it so that flap is over here, and this square here, we're going to cut both sides to the first score line and then wedge it. Okay, now turn it so the flap is over here. We're going to go to the square that's directly across from the one we just cut and cut both sides straight up to the first score line and then wedge them. Alright, and that's what your cardstock's going to look like when we're done cutting for now. Okay, and now I forgot to show you what we were going to do, but we figured it out anyway. What we're going to do is the square that is all the way on the opposite end of the flap here, we're going to cut our circle, okay? And that is a 2 1/8 inch circle from the Stylish Shapes dies. But first we need to put on this piece of our DSP that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and I used the kind of buzz lines with the sweet sorbet background. It's on the opposite of the honey one. Alright, so what I'm going to do with this is instead of gluing it, because I'm going to be cutting it right away, I'm going to use my Stampin Seal Plus just to keep it on there really tight, because I'm going to be cutting a hole, and I'm also going to do some extra ones in the middle, so wherever I cut the hole there'll be some tape there to hold it. Alright, and then we're going to put it right in this square. And then I'm going to take the 2 1/8 inch circle and I'm going to just eyeball it to be about in the center. And I'm going to tape it up and I'm going to cut it. And I'll be right back. Alright, now I'm just going to gently pull off the die and pop out that circle. And that's what your cardstock looks like after we cut out the circle. And then this piece you can use for an extra project. Alright, and I forgot to mention in the beginning we need a window sheet that measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So we're going to flip this over. I used for this window sheet the sheet that comes in here with all your stamps before you transfer them over. I use the piece, the stiff piece, right from the stamp set, and then I don't have to buy extra window sheets. Alright, so if it's dirty or something, just wipe a little bit of alcohol on it. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to put a thin, try to make it not too wide, line of glue all around, and then I'm just going to put it right on top, and this will eventually get mostly clear. Sometimes you see a little shine under there, but most of the time it's better than having the glue dots, and it won't come off in the sun if it gets hot. All right. Okay, now we're going to put our box together, and what we're going to do first is we're going to put some glue on these two tabs here. And we want to take the score line on the tab and match it to the edge of this rectangle, so away from our window. Make sure that the lines are straight, and then the other side the same thing. And then we're going to put glue on the rectangles that are next to the window. And we're going to connect the rectangle with the rectangle that is on the back here. Just try to keep the bottom and the back straight with each other. Okay. And that is your box. Now you can choose to do it this way if you want. I chose to have it open like a book, but you can go up and down if you want to. Alrighty. Alrighty. Now, I forgot to mention also, there's also a celebration catalog. It's only going to be once a year now, so now's the time, and there's lots of goodies free for every $50 you spend. Okay, there are some that are, a lot of them are $50, but there's 2 or 3 I think that are $100 for the set. Like this set here, it comes with the stamp set and the embossing folder. And then this one here, Detailed Dogwood, is $100, but there's a lot in here, a lot of paper and stuff that is free with $50. All right, so every $50 you spend, you get this along. If you spend over $150, you get this and your Stampin' Rewards. Alrighty, and that starts today. So don't forget to put my host code in if you're spending under $150. All right, now let's put our DSP on. The 3 pieces that are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Well, one we already put on here. And then the other 2 we're going to be putting on the inside and outside of the flap. All right. And then the pieces that are 3/4 by 2 3/4 are going to go on all 4 of the sides. I didn't put one on the bottom back of it, but you can if you want to. That would just make it 4. Alrighty. And I'm going to put these on with liquid glue. Okay, now we'll just let that dry a minute. All right, we need our Stampin' Pierce mat for this, just for the body really, because it's solid there. But we're going to be using Basic Black, Daffodil Delight, and Pool Party inks. I'm going to do the stripes and the tail first, the stinger. So I'm going to put this right there. Oops, I did it upside down. That's all right. Well, you could have your bee going either way. So I'm just going to flip this around like that. All right, we need Basic Black again. Now I'm going to take the Daffodil Delight and we're going to get the oval body piece here. I'm just going to try to match up the edge of the tail and the rest of the stripes. Great. Okay. And then we need to do the smile. There's 3 different smiles. There's a smile with the eyes open, a smile with the eyes closed, a kind of a meh kind of look, and one with the winking eye and an open mouth. All right, I'm just going to use the regular smile, and I'm going to put it towards the middle and the front right there. All right, now I'm just going to have to cut this because I had to do it on the top, so I need it to cut out. I'm going to get my Bee Builder punch and cut it out. Okay, so there's our bee. All right, now we need the, let's do the wings, and I'm going to do the wings with, oops, Pool Party ink. Kind of slant them a little bit. And then I'll put them in this heart. You could also use this for a heart, of course. Okay, and there's the little wings. And then we need the antenna, which is going to be this small heart here. And we'll use Basic Black again. And I'm going to do them up on a slant upside down because that's where the they are on the punch. Makes it easier for me. That's the antenna. And I'm just going to put the antenna right in the edges of the heart there. All right, and that's all our pieces right there. All right, now I'm going to get some liquid glue. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the edges here of this, just the edge of the heart, the pointy side. And I'm going to put it to the back of him. And pointing up diagonally. All right, and then for the antenna, I'm going to get a little more glue again and put it right on the bottom here. And put this like right in front of that first stripe. And I just have them going up and down straight. Okay. Alrighty, now we need to get our other thing of little erasers or whatever candy you want to put in there, or goodie. And I'm going to get, this is new also, it is the Sweet Sorbet bordered ribbon. And I'm going to tie a bow around the side. And I'm going to tie the bow right on the top edge, okay? And I'll just clip that off. All right, and then we need our piece that we cut out using the Everyday Details dies. And you know what? I said I'm going to use this for something else, but I think I'm going to glue it because this is DSP and this has the cardstock and the DSP there. So I think I'm going to glue it. It won't touch those circles, so I'm going to glue it in the middle. And then this one's a little, I mean, it's okay, but it's not as sturdy as it could be. So I'm just going to use it up and attach it to the back of my circle. Just make sure it doesn't go over any of those lines, the circles, I mean. I guess it really doesn't matter that much. All right. Now, I'm going to put some dimensionals right on top of the, just two, where I know the circle will be, right on top there. And then on the back of the circle, I'll put one on the top and one on the bottom, and take the backings off. And I want my flying squiggles to go in the right direction. So I put these on wrong. I'm going to put two more. So I judged by these squiggles and not the ones on the front, which are going to show. All right. I'm going to try to put this right in the middle. Okay. Then we need our little bee. And I'm going to put some dimensionals and some mini dimensionals on the back. All right, and then I'm going to put mini dimensional on this wing and the antenna. Okay, then I'm just going to put my bee kind of in the middle and center him right there. Okay, then we need our little piece of Pool Party, and we're going to use basic Tuxedo Black ink, and we're going to stamp Be Mine. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut that by hand. Okay, and then we need a mini dimensional on the B side. And a little bit of liquid glue over here. All right, and then I'm going to just put this right up here. Just like that. All right, and for the final touch, these are new also. These are called Hearts and Flowers. And I'm going to use the Pool Party ones on the bottom. And I'm going to get a large one and put it right down here. And then two small ones, one up here. And one down over here. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, my email is below, along with the link to my blog that has detailed instructions and the link to my shop where you can purchase these new products from the new mini catalog and get free product for every $50 out of the Celebration catalog. Alrighty, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.